next.
America is football. Football
America
is
is football. Football is America. And if you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
For the moment in time, I don't give a damn.
Oh my God!
You love it.
It's 30 to 27.
No!
Chiefs win. Chiefs
No!
win 30 to 20.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. It's your boy coming at you with a brand spanking new episode. We got the Falcons up 14-0 against the Rams. We got Blake Corum walking to the locker room with an injury. Ooh, not good for me. I am in the finals, and the guy I'm playing has Bijan Robinson, and he has Kyron Williams on the other side. So it basically a 1-2 punch with Corum and Williams, and now it's all going to be Kyron Williams. So I'm going to need Atlanta's defense to step up to the plate here and bring this home for me. We got the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the great Crafty. And now, coming in with a black and yellow profile pic. Put your hands together for Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on? You guys got anything riding on the line here tonight? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Oh, man. Let me see. Fantasy. Oh, man. I need Kyle Pitts to get going is what I need. I need Kyle Pitts to start making an impact. Look at this. Look at this. I'm projected 154. He's projected 160. I'm up 20 points, but all I have left is Kyle Pitts. He has Bijan Robinson and Kyron Williams. This is for $1,800. Wouldn't mind seeing Cousins come up big in what could be his final career prime. I don't know, man. I think he'll be back next year. The way he's playing, I think there's a real case to be made for what the Falcons would have been if Cousins was the starter all year. And on top of it, it's like, I mean, we talk about it all the time. You come back from an Achilles injury, it takes 2 years until you're really yourself again. Look at Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's playing for the postseason and the division, and look at Kirk Cousins now. And I don't know, does Kirk Cousins look like a guy that, you know, doesn't have any good football left in him? Because I think he's like looking just normal, his normal self. It doesn't look like he lost a step to me from the guy that we saw in Minnesota. And, you know, eventually, if you play this game long enough, you finally hit that where everyone watching, it's obvious that you've lost a step. And usually, I think that's when players tend to retire. And I don't know if Kirk Cousins has like gotten to that point where it's obvious when you watch him that he just doesn't have it anymore. but I don't know. I really don't know what he's gonna do or, what opportunities are gonna be available. We got the one and only Jinja Ninja in the chat. What's up, Jinja? Should be, should be a good one. Should be a good one. All right, Stafford looking to pass, taking a shot deep downfield. Interception. There's a flag on the field. If the flag is this is big. If the flag's against the Rams, and the crowd is cheering, this might be against the Rams. They're calling offensive pass interference. Wow. Falcons ball with a minute and a half, over a minute and a half. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now let's say the Falcons win this game and then next week the 49ers win and the Rams beat the Cardinals, Packers beat the Vikings, let's say Bears beat the Lions. Am I missing anybody? Panthers, Tampa doesn't matter. That's a lock at the 4 seed. So having the Rams winning next week, having them win this week, okay. I mean, the Rams can lose this week and next week, and even if the Packers win next week, the Rams are still locked in as the 6 seed. Bijan Robinson touchdown. Yeah, at least it was a rushing play and not a receiving play. I need Kyle Pitts. I need him so bad right now. $21 nothing. Falcons. What happened to the Rams defense? Jesus Christ. Fuck. Come on, Pitts. Darnold broke the Rams. I need, man. I'm only up by 4 points now, and all I have is Kyle Pitts. I don't even know. It's like if the Falcons get back on offense, Bijan gets more carries, but maybe Kyle Pitts gets going. Just gonna have to sit and watch. And the Rams only have Kyron Williams for the rest of the game with Blake Corum out, so I'm pretty much fucked. 95-yard touchdown run. Jeez, have some fucking pride. How are you gonna get ran over like that? Fucking pussies. Why couldn't the Falcons have played the Broncos? Or shit, I'll even take the Browns, the Texans. I hate to say it, but he reminds me of Barry Sanders. Why do you hate to say it? Don't say it if you hate to say it. Maybe Kyle Pitts will have like a 40-yard touchdown. I gotta stay optimistic here. Kyle Pitts is gonna have a big play in this game. "35 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Weren't the Broncos undefeated versus the NFC this year? 1, 2. Yes, that is a fact. That's crazy. I never thought of that. Including a season sweep on the NFC East. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commanders. Oh. Sack, lunch, Stafford. Halftime. Oh, man. Now, what do the Rams get if they lose out? They play the Eagles. If the Rams win next week and lose this week, It doesn't matter. They're pretty much locked in. If they win this week and win next week, then they would be the 5th seed, and they would play the Panthers or the Bucks. So, if the Rams don't wanna play the Panthers or Bucks, they have to win the remaining 2 games. If the Rams lose tonight, then it doesn't matter what happens next week. They're gonna go to Philly and play the Eagles. Let me make sure the Eagles are playing next week. The Commanders, yeah, Eagles are gonna win. And if the Seahawks beat the 49ers, then if the Seahawks play the 49ers, yeah, it wouldn't matter. The Seahawks and Rams is between the 1 and the 5. The Rams are going between the 6 and the 5, but if they lose tonight, then they're locked in as the 6th seed. So there would be no reason to even play starters next week because they know that they're playing Philly anyway. You know what I mean? And Philly would be locked in. Let me see if the Bears lose next week. If the Bears lose to the Lions, then the Rams would play the Bears in the first round. But if the Bears beat you know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with the Rams. Like, the Rams, if they lose tonight, they don't have any control over anything. Like, they're locked in as a 6. They can't be the 5 because Seattle, even if they lost next week, would still be 13-4. So, they would be locked in as the 6 because they can't be the 7 because the Packers, with a win against the Vikings, would be a 10-win team. And, even if the Packers lost next week, they would still be the 7th seed. So the Packers are the 7. The 1 and the 5 is either the 49ers in Seattle or Seattle and the 49ers. The 1 doesn't play anything. The 5 is always going to play the 4. So Seattle or San Francisco is going to play Carolina or Tampa Bay. And the Bears game, if the Eagles beat the Commanders and the Bears beat the Lions, then you're going to have Green Bay playing the Bears. And if the Bears lose to the Lions and the Eagles win, then you're going to have the Rams playing the Bears. I mean, I don't know if you're the Rams. Honestly, I don't know. If you lose this week, I don't know what would be the incentive of playing anybody next week. You're not moving from the 6th seed. You're playing either the Bears or the Eagles. The only way for you to become the 5 seed and play the Panthers is if you win your final 2 games, but 21-0, I mean, it's far from over. Like, it's the Rams. They could score 21 points in a heartbeat, but what do you really get for winning tonight? Well, you get to play the 4th seed instead of the 3, and if there's one thing we know from Sean McVay, it's that he doesn't care about any of that. He doesn't care about opponents. He doesn't care about seeding, and we've learned this because he has a track history of sitting his players week 18, and they've asked him, like, "Hey, you would have to go and play, fill in the blank. If you lose, you're gonna bench all your guys and put yourself in a situation where you have to go play the best team in the NFC." And I remember his response. He said, "Well, to make it to the Super Bowl, you have to beat all these teams anyway. So, I mean, if we're not good enough to beat fill in the blank, then we're not good enough to win the Super Bowl. Like, we really don't care who we play. We're more focused on internally making sure that were healthy and good to go. So Sean McVay prioritizes rest over all that other BS. So I really think the Rams, the Rams could win today and they still could bench all of their starters next week and give them rest. Um, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. What's kind of crazy is there's only going to be one repeat champion in the playoffs, and the one team that would repeat is the Eagles, and that is the same team that hasn't had a repeat division winner, the NFC East, in 21 years. 21 years, and the NFC East hasn't had a back-to-back division champion, and this year, the NFC East is the only division that has a repeat division winner. There's the NFL for you. Man, I was doing so good until that touchdown run. If Bears win next week, they host Green Bay. Rams were already out of the running for top seed. Yeah. It's really just between the 5 and the 6. I don't know why, but I had a feeling, man, that Pittsburgh was gonna find a way to lose to the Browns. Falcons will miss playoff for 8th consecutive season. Philip Rivers, man. I really liked Philip Rivers' chances to beat the Jags. The Raiders are gonna have the number 1 overall pick, and that should get them out of this slump that they're in, because it's helped them so much in the past. Hey, maybe the Rams will become one-dimensional, and they just won't even hand the ball to Kyren Williams. The Rams will start with the ball. I wish I had a running back playing right now. I don't know if you guys heard, but the Chargers are going to be benching Justin Herbert next week, which means the Chargers would rather play New England than play Denver in the divisional round, because if the Chargers would have beaten the Broncos next week, the Patriots become the 1 seed, and it would have set up for some interesting things. It's weird. I did this earlier. I had the Broncos losing to the Chargers, and then New England beating the Dolphins. and then Buffalo beating the Jets, and the Texans beating the Colts, and the Jags beating the Titans, and voila, there you go. Which, by the way, like Jags beating the Titans, Bills beating the Jets, Patriots beating the Dolphins, Colts losing to the Texans. Like, I mean, these are all like heavy favorites. And if the Chargers would have beaten Denver, it would have meant the first round of the playoffs. New England would have gotten the bye. The Jags would have played Buffalo. The Chargers would have gone on the road to play Denver. Buffalo would have gone to Jacksonville to play the Jags, and the Texans would have played the winner of the Ravens-Steelers game. But if I keep everything the same and just make Denver the winner, everything changes. The Denver Broncos become the 1 seed because of the win over the Chargers. Then the Chargers would go on to New England to play the Patriots in Foxborough. So the Chargers wanting to get healthy, I mean, they've made it clear they would rather play the Patriots in Foxborough than the Broncos, because if that weren't the case, all they have to do is beat the Broncos, and next week they would play the Broncos. It would be back-to-back Chargers-Broncos games, and both of them would be in Denver. And I think the Chargers wouldn't like their odds of that. You know, there's a lot of history on beating an opponent 3 times. Even when you sweep the opponent, usually the 3rd time you play them, you don't win it. And I think the Chargers really did feel like, "Hey, if we beat the Denver Broncos twice, and then we had to play them in their house 1 week later, it's kind of like, how many times can we, expect to win that matchup?" Eventually, in a 3-game series, a team as good as Denver is gonna get 1, and I think they just like their odds of like, "Hey, let's just rest our guys and go play a new team in New England and not do the back-to-back games against Denver." And, of course, Charger fans are trying to pretend that it has nothing to do with it, but, obviously it does. And then the Texans, getting the wild card round is it's like a tradition that the Texans win in the wild card round and then lose, uh, in the divisional round. I mean, the Texans probably would beat the, uh, the Ravens or Steelers, and then the Bills, I think the Bills would beat the Jags. Alright, halftime is kicked off. Whittington is gonna return it for the Rams. Past the 30 to the 35 to the 40 to the 45-yard line. And then the Chargers in New England would become a really, really good game. The thing is, if the Chargers found a way to win that game, the Broncos would play the Chargers in the divisional round, and I find that really interesting. If the Patriots, Jags, and Steelers, all home teams, all won, which this is one of those rare cases where I think, like, the visiting team could win all of them. Sack lunch on first down for the Rams. Um, it's one of those rare occasions where if you told me, like, the Texans beat the Steelers, the Bills beat the Jags, and the Chargers beat New England, it's like, okay, that's not crazy. I think it'd be crazier for New England, Jacksonville, and Pittsburgh to all win, and, that could really just make things really weird this year. Puka Nacua with the big catch. But, yeah, the Chargers win, then we would play the Chargers in the divisional round. If the Chargers lost, Buffalo won, And yeah, if New England wins and Buffalo wins, we would play Buffalo in the divisional round. So Stafford looking. Incomplete. No flag. Oh my gosh. The Rams are going to go for it. Well, it was a good return. It was a good kick return. So I think the Rams are like, hey, let's just try to pick this up right now. If not, let Atlanta score and we'll just pull starters and call it a game. Like, here's Stafford in the pocket, stepping up, tip, and it's caught all the way to the 15-yard line is Smith. It's the Rap Diablo, colder than the Mano. Bar gets raised up. It's me and PD Pablo, colder than Gustavo, colder than the Mano. Rapping so hard I go play a couple keys on the piano. The industry are lies, all the promises were hollow. Follow me, I can show you where we bees at. How to get my G back. G-Wag, none of your fucking beeswax. These raps, bring a joint together like a kneecap. Fuck the little 8 ball, show me where the key's at. The times are gonna more Mortal Kombat finish him. Trying to find the balance, reaching for my equilibrium. Fools, I pity them. I'm not a human, I'm amphibian. I'm like a mystery man. I'm getting faded till the angels humming, skipping all the famous functions. I do the famous function. The A-list can't be trusted. I bombed armed it like I played the trumpet. The bottom barrel of society. I tell my bitch that if she don't love me, then just lie to me. I'm finer than the winery. Take it from your lips. This is piracy. Piracy. Finally, I don't even need my eyes to see. Come and die with me. Cause everybody's got dead homies. Dead homie. Dead homie. I'm a dead homie. And Ginger said Matthew Stafford is beautiful to watch. Homo. Yes, homo. Definitely yes. Conducting music like I'm Squilliam. And then his arch rival goes out and then he waves. I'm trying to remember the song. That's wonderful. It's the only thing that's real. And the feeling is light, and the feeling is real, and the feeling is real, just real. And it's sweet, sweet victory, yeah. In the brown, Mrs. Puff. Smith, damn, took a huge hit. Third down, Xavier Watts with the hit. Sweet, sweet victory. I knew I could come up with it. I just needed to let it play out. Come on. Give the Falcons the ball back so Kyle Pitts can have an 80-yard touchdown and take me to the promised land. Sack, lunch. They killed that performance, man. Oh my gosh. They did. I've never been so proud of those little sea creatures until they pulled that off. Sweet, sweet victory, yeah. 35-yard field goal attempt is snap, hold, kick, and it is good. He's only missed once, and it wasn't there. So it's 3-21. Stafford and the Rams going for it on 4th and 6 on their opening 4th down. I mean, it was almost going to be a 3 and out. And then the Rams said, you know what? We're going to go for it. And we said, really? You haven't even picked up a first down yet. And they said, yeah, well, we had that really good return where we got it, to the 40, 45-yard line. So we're just going to go for it. And then we said, all right. I mean, it is the Rams. Like, and by the way, like if they don't get it and the Falcons score, I think the Rams were okay with just saying, you know what, maybe it's not our night. That's okay. We're locked in pretty much. We're either playing the Eagles or the Bears or the Panthers or the Bucks. And it's really not that complicated. We just need to make sure that our guys are good to go and we're not going to risk them getting hurt in some attempt to make a comeback in a meaningless game against a team that's already eliminated from the postseason. Not trying to throw shade at the Falcons. It just is what it is. Sean McVay, I know he wants to win, but not at his own demise. He's very capable of making business decisions. And I think that's what that 4th down going for it really was like, let's just cut to the chase. What type of game is this going to be? Are we going to come back and make it a game or not? Because I don't want to waste my guys if it's going to be one of those games where we just don't have it tonight. Man, I hope Bijan Robinson just doesn't play anymore tonight. Fumble. I need him to fumble multiple times. I knew I was doomed if Kyle Pitts didn't have a big game. And Kyle Pitts has 1 catch. Look at that return. I thought he was going to take it to the house. Kyle Pitts. Force feed him, damn it. Put a fire hose up to his mouth and crank that mother effer. And if they run it, stop the run. Have some damn pride. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. You guys fucking suck. You guys are fucking terrible. Fuck me. Make the fucking tackle. Wrap up. Look at it. You got 3 guys there. 3 guys there. Not a lot of backs that can make that play. How about a defense that can make that tackle? Come on, Kyle Pitts. Jesus Christ. I'm losing. I'm officially losing because of that run. It's officially a matter of whether Kyle Pitts alone can have more yards than Bijan Robinson and Kyron Williams for the rest of this game. Come on. Kyle fucking Pitts, please. Now they blow it dead. Jeez, right when he's about to throw it. Kyle Pitts, please. That's not Kyle Pitts. God. 4th down. Oh my God. Watch London Pitts back in that 3rd down. The fuck? They're not. It's like they're not even trying to get open. All right, field goal's good. Fuck. I wouldn't even be in this situation if I would have started Chris Godwin over Mike Evans. Ran routes right into each other at 7 yards out. Oh my God. I currently look at that, Kyle Pitts, 1 fucking point. Congratulations, you won your league, they said. We'll see. Second and 6. Stafford gonna throw it. And Kyron Williams, why not? Fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, throwing it into the ground. And Troy Aikman just said in the booth what I said at halftime. Kyle Pitts, you motherfucker. You fucked me. Oh well. Second place isn't all that bad. I still win money. Fuck! What if Kyle Pitts has like a 60-yard touchdown? I would be back. Stafford, touchdown. All right. Maybe Kyle Pitts. Honestly, at this point, I'm like, a shootout's the best thing I can hope for. The Falcons just continuing to run the ball to try to kill the rest of the time, it's not helping me. All right, I'm down by 3 points. If I can get, like, a 30-yard touchdown, something like that, I would get a point plus 3 for the yards, and then a touchdown is 6. That would give me, like, 11 points. Probably, like, 12 points, a 30-yard touchdown. All of a sudden, boom, I'm on top. I need you involved, dog. The way Stafford just pulled him in on the celebration and said it isn't over. Yeah, this is something I've been wondering. I don't know if it's because, like, it's a primetime game and they're trying to give their fans, you know, something, but maybe it's I don't know, is it, bad etiquette to bench players before week 18? For the life of me, I have no idea. Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm one of these teams that has a Christian McCaffrey, a Bijan Robinson, and I'm eliminated from the playoffs, there's no way I'm playing them. Like, the Dolphins, I'm glad they played Devon Achane, but I didn't understand it. Um, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. I mean, look at Booby Miles. You wanna win? Put Booby in. I'm trying to spin. I'm trying to will that dude, I need it. I need it. Universe, I'm manifesting right now. Kyle Pitts, Kirk Cousins looking, he's got a man open downfield. It's Kyle Pitts touchdown. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Kyle Pitts, who's really come to life these last couple weeks. Another huge, huge play for the Falcons. There it is. It's crazy is I picked up Parkinson last week. Oh my god. Wide open is Mooney. Roughing the passer on top of it. And Pitts with the broken tackle, the 35-30, 25-20, 15, 5, touchdown! And Kyle Pitts on the receiving end of a beautiful catch and run. Let's go. Let's go. And if Bijan gets the ball, tackle for a loss. Another catch. Another catch for Bijan Robinson. Come on. This is so weird. It's like I can't even cheer. God, you guys fucking suck. You guys are ass. God. How do you not make this play? And then 90. And then, fuck, you guys all are right there, and you're waiting. You're like, "Oh, I don't wanna make the wrong move." Just watch his hips and pursue. Be the aggressor. Bijan Robinson off the field. That's a good feeling. Now I can wish for anything to happen. I don't have to freak out. Wait a minute, who is that? Come on. Come on, throw it to Kyle Pitts. Jeez, they're not even trying to throw it to him. $184 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Go for it, don't be a pussy. Oh my god. Throw Kyle Pitts the fucking football! Blocked. Jared Verse is gonna score, which means the Falcons are gonna get the ball back. It was about to be a 3-possession game, now it's a 1-possession game. And that was the guy I said would win Defensive Player of the Year. Jared Verse. It's about to be 27-10, and instead it's 17-24. There really is just not a bigger play in any football game than what we just saw. A field goal to go up by 3 possessions, blocked for a touchdown. Now maybe the fucking Falcons will get a little aggressive. That was kind of a weird hit. I didn't see it. Damn. I feel so bad. I'm like, here we go. Kyle Pitts time. Kyle Pitts in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, firing. Bijan Robinson. God damn it. They're not even trying to get anyone else the ball. Jeez. I have a 98% chance of losing. Because Kyle Pitts has one fucking catch. I wonder what people are saying in the fantasy chat. Guess his knee wasn't ready, lol. 15 minutes left. Give everything you got. Lock in. Up 40 points and Pitts hasn't done anything. They only give it to Bijan? Is he even playing? I can't watch this trash. Need 6 points. You better. I'm only up 3 playing Puka. I need Pitts and Robinson not to combine for 18, and I win. Yeah, like that's been helping the Rams. I need Kyle Pitts to have a big play now. The peace sign was cold. Can't believe I'm gonna lose to this fucking terrible team. Fuck. Why is Kyle Pitts not even on the field? What the fuck is going on? Oh, another fucking pass to Bijan Robinson. Who would have fucking thought it? This is the part of life where I just start losing. Lose to the Jags, fucking lose fantasy, lose fucking. What's next? Broncos exit in the first round of the playoffs? I need my luck to turn around right now. The Broncos are counting on it. 24-17. One score game, 2nd and 7. 1st and 10. Kyle Pitts wasn't even on the field. Glad he's on the field now. Oh, why not? Just keep giving it to Bijan Robinson. Mm. 201 total yards. Why are you throwing it to Bijan Robinson there? He's triple covered. What are you doing? Throw it somewhere else. How is that your target? Look at this. How are you trying to throw this football? It's not even close to being there. This is a fake punt. No. Take it back. Why is he forcing the ball to Bijan on plays he's not even open? Oh my god. I want the Rams to lose so they can beat Chicago in the first round. Ah. Stafford, Parkinson, who I should have started. Didn't just play the Bears because Rick hasn't been going live enough with me, so I have to take it out on his team. And plus, I guess I like the Packers more than I. Tyron Williams. Okay, 2nd and 8. Here we go. Going deep. Oh, Puka Nakua. Ball's on the ground. Falcons pick it up. There's a penalty. Hold on. Let's see what the penalty is. What's the penalty? Oh my God, it's offsides on the defense. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Uh, where where? I don't think he was. I don't I don't think he was in the neutral zone. How is Troy Aikman that sure? That was a terrible call. I guess Troy Aikman's going for the Rams. Why are you running it on 3rd down? 4th and 2. Puka Nacua. It's going to him. Intercepted. So we're just not going to get the ball for Kyle Pitts. Hopefully his foot was out. Oh, yes, he was out. He was out. Oh, I bet he said the ball don't lie to the official. I bet Raheem Morris said the ball doesn't lie because that offsides was bullshit. he looks he looks at Kyle Pitts and he looks away and never looks back. Jeez. Flag on the play. Touchdown. Oh my god. It's coming back. Oh my god. I can't catch a break tonight. Where? There's nothing wrong with the takedown if it happens legally. Come on. I would need Kyle Pitts to score 2 touchdowns. I don't think the Rams match up well with Chicago because Chicago just runs the football, and this team can't stop the run. So how are they gonna beat Chicago if they can't stop the run? Ugh, Kyle Pitts, you fucked me. You fucked me so bad. Ah, 12, 13, 14, 15. Unless Kyle Pitts gets a quick touchdown and the Rams respond, and then it goes to overtime, and Pitts gets another touchdown. Yeah. Super Bowl. The last time the Falcons lost a game that they led by 21 or more was against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. maybe this would be a good time to rediscover a guy named Kyle Pitts who has one fucking target. Oh my god, you're still trying to throw it to fucking Bijan Robinson. Are you that washed that you're just looking for Bijan every play to make you look good? Do you have the capability to look at a different player? It's like a kindergartner who finds the best player in his team, and he's just trying to get him the ball every single. You have Darnell Mooney, you have Kyle Pitts, you have Drake London. Get other people involved. Look at that. Kyle Pitts. Now you want to get Kyle Pitts involved. Jeez. He's so streaky. God, snap the ball. How do I have a 0% chance of winning? The game's not over. Is it unlikely? Yes. How do I have a 0% chance? If he scores a touchdown and leaves, 50 seconds left and the Rams get a touchdown, then the game will go to overtime. Two-minute warning. Waited until 2 minutes left in the game to get Pitts a target. Right. Why not? More Bijan Robinson. 1 minute left. Here's a pitch. And that's game. Second place payout's not all that bad. All right. And now you're going to have the Rams calling all their timeouts. Which would give you, I mean, 2 more runs and probably 29 seconds, 28 seconds with no timeouts. The Rams could get the ball back. Something about that Flacco guy I trust. I don't know about this Lamar Jackson guy. There's something about that Flacco guy. I'm sorry, but if I'm the Falcons and I'm playing my starters, there's no way Algier's getting these carries instead of Bijan. I'm just going to take the second place money, put it into a bet that wins the money I should have won. That's what I'm going to do. You could just hear one of the players go, "Fuck me." 51-yard attempt for the lead with 25 seconds left. Snap, hold, kick is right through the middle. Kyle fucking Pitts. This guy that I'm playing has never even had a 150-point game until today. Oh, I'm so pissed. Well, it's and Parkinson time. Yeah, why would they do that? Yeah, I'm so glad he said we see it week after week. We saw it in the Bears game. We saw it the week after that. That would have burned at least, 6 seconds off the clock if they would have made him return it. And when you only have 21, that's nearly 30% of your time. Oh my god. He had a man wide open. Oh my god. How does Stafford miss that? Stafford looking, going deep. Oh my god. He dropped it. Oh my god. How does he drop that? Oh my god. He hooked his hand. Pass interference. And now time. Stop blowing the fucking play dead every time. Jeez. Yeah, that's PI. That's PI. The Rams should be kicking a field goal or going for the win. Nakua finally catches the ball. Wow. Nukua. How is that incomplete? How is that incomplete? 1, 2. How is how is that not a catch? That's a catch. Previous plays under review. Oh my god. No, he doesn't. Oh my god. I swear, man, they slow things down so much to the point where they take away the most amazing plays. What about when he has 2 feet down and he's holding the ball in one hand? Why isn't that already possession? Why isn't that possession right there? He's already got 2 feet down and he's holding the ball. Oh my god. Why do they call the timeout right before the snap? Is that the is this part of your tactic? I mean, it's fucking 4th and 80. Raheem Morris is such a bad coach. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Falcons get the win over the Rams 27-24. What's up, Willie? Um, Obviously impressive impressive performance by the Atlanta Falcons. Um, Rams, I mean, it really just they can't stop a fucking cold in Antarctica. I mean, the Rams are going to be very matchup dependent in the playoffs. And if they do in fact have to play the Bears, I like the Bears' chances because the Bears have a running game and that's like their main thing. And that was Atlanta's whole thing. We're going to run the ball 30 times and the Rams had no answer for it. And it's kind of alarming because the Rams have been a pretty good run defense all year, and they're having a late season collapse, and it's going to cost them. And I don't know. I don't know if it's fixable, but you know, they're looking at playing the Eagles. They're looking at playing the Bears. Had they won today, they would be looking at playing the Buccaneers or the Panthers. But you know, whether they play the Eagles or the Bears, they're going to run the football heavily and often. And if the Rams don't find a way to get this cleaned up, they're going to be eliminated in the wild card round and pretty much throw away Matthew Stafford, one of his best seasons ever. Um, and also, you know, hopefully Devontae Adams can come back from the hamstring by then. Um, but yeah, this run defense for the Rams, they need to do better. And honestly, the Panthers too, like Crafty said, they exposed them. You know, ever since Rico Dowdle became the running back for the Panthers, it was like Bryce Young has one game throwing over 200 passing yards. One of them was week 2, and the other one I think was 2 weeks ago. And the Panthers have gotten into this position to be in the playoffs because they just decided, hey, we're going to run the ball 25 to 30 times with Rico Dowdle and just be a running team. And it's been working out for them. So if the Rams have to go play Carolina in Carolina, and that's not an easy win either, because what travels well in December, in January? A running team. Um, so the Eagles with Barkley, the Bears, um, even you know, Jacksonville because they're the number 1 team to stop the run, giving up the fewest rushing yards of any team per game. The Texans are kind of in a pickle, but at least they can too stop the run. So it's like if you made it this far, you're either a really good running team or you're really good at stopping the run. Like the Texans, Jags, Broncos. The Jags are a decent running team, but like the Texans and Broncos, 2 teams that are good at stopping the run, but they're not good running teams necessarily. And then, you know, teams like the Bears and Eagles, Panthers, these are teams that are running the ball well. And if the Rams have to play one of these teams that can run the ball, I think they're in trouble unless they rediscover some identity late in the season. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. And, man, unfortunately, I came in second because of Bijan Robinson, so F you, Bijan. And Kyle Pitts, you fucking bum. Sorry, but that that hurt today. But I will be doing predictions and recaps later this week. As always, this one is for Bill. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Long live Bill. I will see you guys on the next one. See ya. Fuck Bijan Robinson.